Joining me in the UK, Andy Shaw, great friend of the show from Green Dragons. Andy, we're celebrating the 50th anniversary. What's happening?
Yeah, it's absolutely amazing, a real privilege as well. Some 43 years ago, I took up the sport of parascending, round parachutes towed in the air, landing on targets. Then they went to paragliders or hang gliders, then paragliders. And we're now landing on targets with gliders, which are much faster than parachutes. It's much harder.
What's the event, Andy? It's the 50th anniversary of something?
Yeah, it's the 50th anniversary of parascending and paragliding accuracy, where pilots land on targets. It's the British Hang Gliding and Paragliding Association.
And so what's going to be landing? We've got paragliders. Have you got parachutes landing as well? Oh, here's one now.
Yeah, that's Tyrone Paul. He's one of the new pilots just made into the British team. And how you doing, Tyrone?
Yeah, good. Yeah.
How's your competition going?
Hopefully good.
Okay, hopefully good. He's not officially allowed to talk to anyone until he's come to school.
Andy, this is how we met at paragliding accuracy down in Cali, Colombia, right? For the World Games.
Yes, that's correct. Yeah.
And so this is an international competition, right?
Yeah, this is the 50th anniversary of accuracy in the United Kingdom. And 50 years ago, the British Parachute Association and the Army Parascending Association become established. And this is where the sport started in the 1970s, early at Neverhaven, which is a famous skydiving centre in the UK now.
Yeah. So this sport, you don't have, this is just purely for paragliders. You don't have parachutists on this activity as well, right?
Yeah, we have parachutists as well. And over here you can see this is the tuffet. So the tuffet's all ready.
Yeah.
Here we go. And parachutists will be coming in shortly as well. But the parachutists are all tow launched. So we tow launch a parachute, release from a cable, fly around bush. So it's a great way, a really affordable way of parachute accuracy guys practicing skills. 2-3 quid a flight, and they can do 10, 15 flights a day and practice all their footwork.
That's
a lot of the skydiving team actually use it in the UK. The French team, the national team, use it. Guys in America, EHEB, they use it for their accuracy training as well.
So it's almost like a wind tunnel for parachutes.
Yes.
What height do they go to, Andy? What height do they get towed to?
Typically, sort of 800 feet, maybe 1,000 foot. But we don't want to tow too high because we want, and the rule is each pilot must have 10 seconds on a final approach. So as long as they get enough altitude to turn and come to the target, they got on a final approach.
Yeah, brilliant. So these two events are side by side. They don't interact with each other, right? The points don't combine or anything like this.
No, but you've got pilots flying both. Some are flying the paraglider on the flat target here, which is electronic, and some are obviously flying onto the tuffet. And above me at the moment, you can see there's the paraglider just launching, and he's up to probably about 400-500 feet at the moment.
Yeah.
Can you see that one?
Yeah, yes.
And I better move out of the way because in a minute the judge is going to kick my bum because I'm in the way. So I'm moving over a little bit. And you'll see all the judges come on. Funny enough, Regan, this is Bob King from the British Skydiving Association.
Hello,
He's been
Bob.
a chief judge at the World Championships. Do you know Regan Tello?
No, I don't. Hello, Regan.
Yeah, I think Bob was. I think you were down in Colombia at the World Games as well in 2013. You look familiar.
No, it was the other one, the other Bob. Yeah.
So Andy, this is quite an amazing event. I didn't know anything about this event until you mentioned it yesterday. So I didn't know this has been happening every year. So with the paragliders and the skydivers side by side doing accuracy.
Yes, yeah, all tow launching.
Yeah.
And literally, I think I'm going to introduce you to a guy in a minute that will take us back to the early 70s because it was the British Parachute Association, the Army Parascending Association that was actually running the round parachutes being tow launched, landing on targets.
Yes.
And I think that it was a bit before my time. I wasn't the person, but I think they fell out of each other. And then all of a sudden, the British Parascending Association become established, and the British Parachute Association in the early 70s went their own separate ways. And now, 50 years on, the real funny story is the skydivers that are in accuracy are all coming back into parascending because it's an affordable way for them to train.
Yeah.
So I think you'll see worldwide soon the accuracy jumpers are going to start doing a lot of parascending. We've got the Portugal team here this weekend, the French team here, the Dutch team, along with the UK team.
Well, it was a big event. It's a big event. And you mentioned Neverhaven. They've just had the Pops, the world's Pops meet there.
Yes. We've got some of the Pops pilots here. They've been talking about it. A guy called Dave Crowhurst, who's been the British champion, he's here, and he's been demonstrating some great skills and telling us all about the old gits, if I can say that, what he's talking about the Pops.
Well, where are we now, Andy? Is this South Cerney?
This is South Cerney, and it was the home of the Silver Stars, the British skydiving team, a few years ago.
Here we go. Here comes one now. Andy, what's the difference between the parachute accuracy and the parascending accuracy? Is it the same, or is it different, or what? Who's this?
I might be able to talk to him. How was that, Ben?
Lovely. Nice and smooth. Oh, hello, somebody.
Hello, Ben.
That's a happy pilot. That's a happy pilot, that is. Happy pilot. But strictly speaking, we can't talk to him because he hasn't signed for his score yet, or we'll get in trouble.
Yeah. Andy, is there a difference between the parascending accuracy and the parachuting accuracy? Is it the same sport, or is it different?
It's exactly the same sport. It has slightly different rules. Like the parachute has allowed a maximum of 10 seconds on finals.
Right.
And the wind speed limit is recorded for the last 30 seconds of a paraglider's flight.
Yes.
So during the paraglider's finals, if the wind speed was to exceed 7 meters a second, in theory, they're awarded a relaunch.
Right.
If they've got a good score, they might not take it.
Yeah.
But obviously, if they're competitive, they're going to say, okay, I'll take a relaunch, please. And that's really good because gamesmanship, sportsmanship. Now, the good thing is we actually have also got one of the parachutes going up right this moment behind me. Can you see that one?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think that's one of the French guys. I think a guy called Roman. And we'll film him coming into land now. So now I'm going to run over. I'm running over to the other target.
Go on, Andy. Go on.
The last one was the paraglider. So now, here we go, guys. There you go. You can see the tuffet now.
Yeah.
All the judges are getting ready. We've got an event judge in the lime light green top, and they've got a stopwatch in their hand. And with that stopwatch, they're recording how many seconds the pilot has on a final approach.
Right.
And the pilot must get a minimum of 10 seconds on final approach. If they don't get 10 seconds on final approach, they could get awarded a relaunch. If they've got a good score, they might not take it. If they've got a bad score, they're going to play the gamesmanship card and they're going to ask for the relaunch.
So how would they have less than 10 seconds? By turning in too late, maybe, or what?
That's right. So the pilot now is judging the wind speed, the direction. He's on a final approach now. And you can see he's coming in smooth, 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 smooth.
Left foot, pad, everybody, pad.
4 centimeters.
Pilot number 6004.
He may be angry, but I'll ask him how he is. How is your Roman?
What's that?
It's the TV. You're on TV.
No, I don't want.
He's shy. That's what I said. When they're competitive,
Yeah.
sometimes, you know.
Oh, I
can
know.
ask him. I'll ask him after the interview if he wants to be on TV still. I'll let you know.
What a great event this is. What a fantastic event. How many people are competing then? You must have quite a good number.
We've got 16 people on paragliders, 16 on parachutes.
Yeah.
Oh, and I forgot to tell you, we've got 7 hang gliders here. And the hang gliders aren't flying at the moment because the wind conditions aren't perfect for them. So we've got the accuracy comp going on right here. And on the same field at the same time, we're actually flying hang gliders to fly cross country. And we've had 2 hang gliders actually go cross country. I don't know how far they've gone yet, but you know, we're on one airfield and we've got the parascending, the paragliding and the hang glide all in one field. And I'm the event director, so I'm dead proud of it as well.
Brilliant.
But it's a great team to work with. The British skydiving guys are here working with us. along with the British Hang Gliding Paragliding Association. So together, the two associations, the knowledge on this field, you're looking at 500 years experience.
Yeah, incredible. How's the summer been, Andy? How's the summer been for you with the Green Dragons?
It's been amazing. We've had a record number of students that we've put through training courses. So thank you, God, for giving us a once every 50 year good day, a good year. But you speak to somebody now who's a veteran of our sport that's been in the British Parachute Association for many, many years. A guy called Andy Cowley, and he's concentrating at the moment. We might get a couple of words, but he's got to concentrate. Hi, Andy.
I recognise that guy.
Mr. Andy Cowley.
Columbia?
Yeah, that's right.
Andy was.
Yes.
Yeah. Hello, Andy.
How you doing?
I'm good, man. Good
you
to
well?
see you.
Oh, good. And you're not shouting at the crowd.
Not yet.
You'll be working on that. Excuse me if I keep looking up.
Yeah, carry on. You carry on with your job there, Andy.
How's life going?
Very well indeed. Just back from the World Games down in Birmingham, Alabama.
Wow. Enjoy it?
Yeah, it was a great event. It was hot and steamy. And what are you doing, Andy? Are you one of the judges here?
Allegedly. In fact, on that point, if you don't mind, I'm just going to jump out the way.
Go on then.
We grab a second there. You can see what he's doing right this moment. I mean, talk about shy 50 years in the sport, nearly, probably Andy there. And he's one of the FI civil officers that also writes and contributes to all the rules and regulations at the world standard. And today here he is, being just a fiche judge. So what an amazing guy. Did you see that lady? That's one of our young Cherry. She's coming up. I'll see if I can get a little bit of a word. See, she's smiling. How was that, Cherry? Yeah, you're on TV.
Hi guys.
Hi, good job.
You can ask her a question.
So how long have you been competing?
Since 2019, roughly, including COVID. Obviously, that's a little bit less, but since 2019, it's started my journey.
Fantastic. Well, have a great weekend. Have a great competition. The weather looks fine.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
And the windsocks look quite up there, Andy. How's the winds?
Yeah. So a really good competition. It's lovely. It's tough. The wind's been light, variable. We haven't had any strong winds, but just strong thermals. So vertical air going up has been a challenge, but the wind is not going over limits. So obviously you're coming into land, hitting bubble after bubble, and you can see the wonderful sky behind me with all the cumulus clouds stacked up. Yeah. So midday, now the sun's up, it's really, really getting tough and competitive. And that's what we really want.
Good. Well, Andy, listen, it's been great to catch up with you and to have a glimpse at this event down in South Cerny. But thanks very much for joining us live, and we'll let you get back to all the action. But Andy Shaw, thanks very much.
It's a pleasure. I love speaking to you all. Good luck, everybody in air sports. And thank you, Regan.
Take care.
Top man.